About 2 or 3 months ago, I posted a video from our worship team playing. Every once in a while on this video channel, I'll mount a GoPro video camera to my bass and share video footage of our worship team playing, just to share it. And one of the songs that I posted on YouTube was "Spirit of the Living God."
When you speak, when you move, come on, when you do what only you can do, it changes us, it changes what we see, when you come in the room, when you do what only you can do, it changes us, it changes what we see, when you speak, when you move.
God. And it's a really simple song, and I posted it on there, and somebody had then posted in the comments, "Hey, do a tutorial." And I thought, well, this is a pretty easy song. It's pretty much the same thing over and over. But then I realized they're probably wanting a tutorial on a technique that I used in the song that's different from the recording. Now, what I did in that song is I played it differently because we have a drummer that's very busy, and he gets very busy specifically on the kick drum, and so a lot of times it's hard to kind of nail him down. So what I started doing every once in a while when that happens is to kind of do what I call a 1-5 pattern on the bass, because that kind of forces everybody else to feel that beat and to kind of fall in line with it and kind of force a pocket, so to speak. And I realized that, hey, a lot of people probably don't know what root 5 is. If you learned worship music by playing along to worship songs, or being on your worship team, and you get a chord chart and you just kind of follow along, you might not have ever had anybody explain to you what root 5 is. And so I figured, since I'm using this technique in this video, in the song that I played that's in the video there, then I figured, well, let me show you what I'm doing here. It's very basic. This is really kind of bass 101. But again, if you're self-taught, it's very easy for this to be something that you don't, you haven't picked up before. And it's very common in really all forms of music. Whatever form of music that you're playing, your bass lines are going to be built around the root of the chord and the fifth of the chord. Now, if you don't know what that means, that's okay. I can explain it to you pretty quickly. And also, one thing not to get confused with is the number system, which I also do a video on understanding the number system, which you'll see in the description of this video below. Number system is really easy, only takes a couple minutes too. A lot of people freak out and try to make more out of it. It really is. It's really just major scale, and you're counting up to 7 from 1. So it's really easy. But don't confuse the number system with root 5, which is every chord. Basically, you could kind of say has a number system. So whatever chord you're on, the root of the chord is the 1, and then you've got the 5, which I'll show you how to get to that. Now let's go ahead and just take the song, and it really, like I said, it's a very simple song. So let's just know at least what the verse and the chorus is doing. And we're doing it in the key of D. So if the first note is D, Spirit of living God, Spirit of living God. And if you watch my videos, you know I'm not a singer. Da 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 da. I don't remember the lyrics now. Da 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 da. Spirit of the living God, Spirit of the living God. So you get the idea. That's the whole song right there, which is just D, G, B, G. And that's kind of, again, if you've watched these videos that I do, it's pretty much the T pattern, just minus one note. And what's the T pattern? I'll show it to you. So if you're on D, we just walk down, see we've got that G here, that B up here, and the note that we're not playing in the T pattern, that's the A. But if you just see that, that's like a T, a really squashed T on your bass. I know it's a corny name to give it, but hey, it's one of those things where it's easy to remember, and people think, oh yeah, that guy gave me that name for that stupid technique, T pattern, and immediately you'll see it on your bass and you'll remember it. Another variation of it is what I call this is also a stupid name, the lazy L, which is basically an L laying down on your bass board. So if you start off with D, excuse me, an L lying down. So that's why I got the lazy L. Again, stupid name, but you'll remember it. Okay, so those are the 4 chords in the verse and chorus of the song. So what am I doing in the song that's different? And well, if I just play this, what'll happen is our drummer will be going over, and I'll be like, whoa, settle down, dude. So what I did is basically just root 5. That's all I'm doing in the song, but it kind of forces him to hit that kick drum with the bass. It forces the issue. And what happens is now whenever we do that song and I start doing that bass line, he's like, oh yeah, he's like really into it and gets right into that groove. So that's what I did kind of. It's just a workaround to kind of chill out our drummer, but it's actually turned into a pretty cool groove and everybody likes playing it now. So what is the root 5? So if this is the D, first note of the verse and chorus, again, because the chord progression is the same in the chorus as it is in the verse. If you know the verse, you know the chorus, you know the chorus, you know the verse. Okay, great. Now you can go to a 5 on, and again, this is a major scale. So again, well, let's start with the number system, just so you know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you're back to 1. That's your major scale. Whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Because you're not going to 8 because that's just the same thing. It's just an octave higher. Okay, so that's the number system. So here, whenever you're doing any chord within that number system, in this case, we're doing the first chord, and that is a D. And now if you count that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the 5 of the chord. Now you can also play that 5 an octave lower, which is what I do. And you can mix these all around. So I could do that, but I'm just staying in the lower register here. And so when you now go to the G, okay, so what is the 5th of the G? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Because I'm just using the notes in the major scale that it's in to find the 5. And you'll notice that that's 2 frets up, 1 string up, which was the same on here. 2 frets up, 1 string up. And that pattern is all through the major scale with the exception of this note in the major scale. That's a flat 5, but don't even worry about that because that note's not even in the song, so we're not even going to worry about it. So okay, so we got the G, we found the root, we found the 5. Now, if we go to the B, I could also go same thing, go up 2 frets, up 1 string, and there it is. But I don't actually move my whole hand up and do it that way because I keep my hand in one position here. So when I go to this B, I'm actually playing it with my pinky finger, and then I'm getting to the 5 here, which is the same note as this note here. So instead of, I'm going. And in order to get to that 5, I drop down 3 frets and up 2 strings. And that allows me to kind of keep within the same position for my hand. And then you just go back to the D and you're all set again. So that's basically what I'm doing. And again, if you're working within worship songs, you're going to see this T pattern all the time. If you're doing songs like Spirit of the Living God, then you're going to be playing other songs too that have this same chord progression. And so by keeping your hand in the same spot, see, I can get, without moving my hand, got to move it just a little bit to get get my finger down there. It's all pretty much in the same spot, and I can just play that pattern till the cows come home. So that's basically what I'm doing, and you can throw in little fills and different things here and there. For example, you'll notice when I'm playing, I just add that extra. It's almost like a little oompa. Then add in the A there. I can add in the A again, kind of as a transitional. Because then picking up into going back to the D, the A is the 5 of the D, so really root 5 is just utilizing that pattern throughout, and you can move it around again. Or if you're on the 5-string bass. Again, it's whatever you want to do. You're just moving around the 5 and octaves, and just adding in little walking lines in between those notes where appropriate. That's in the key of the song. That's really it. The bridge of the song, I don't do anything other than just pretty much just play it like it is on the record, which is just G to B, A to F sharp, G, and that's pretty much it for that. Okay, so as a summary, we're just playing in the key of D, and we're utilizing the major scale. And then we can also go down. So we're using the whole major scale plus an extension down of the major scale going into the lower register. Okay, and so when we do our root 5, to find where our 5 is for each chord. If we're on the D here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can also play the octave lower. Those are 2 5s that are immediately available to us for that chord. If we then go to the G, then we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you got 5-string bass, lower, that might be a little too low in most cases, but you can go there. Now if we go to the B, which is the next chord in the song, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, you see I'm just counting up from wherever I am on the major scale to get that 5. You can also do it here if you move your hand up. Gotta look at my strings here. So that makes your hand moving all around, so that's why I do that B with my pinky. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how I get to it. You can, wherever you are, on whatever chord that's your root, you can just count up to get your 5, and then you can drop down an octave to get to the 5 an octave lower. And so that's basically it for root 5, just throwing little filler notes in between to connect the dots, so to speak. So if I'm here, I want to get to here, well, the easiest note to do that is just the A that's in between. And so just finding where those little filler notes in between are, there you go. That's your root 5 example there, and hopefully that's helpful. I don't know if I explained it well, but if I did or if I didn't, tell me in the comments. Tell me if you still have questions. I'll try to answer it, and hopefully that'll help you out. All right, God bless. Thanks.